Hello, welcome to day 28 and part 11 of the documentation of the PHP Web Framework. And I believe that this should be the last video in the documentation side. 11 out of 28 videos, almost half, have been documentation, but it's something that was necessary. So now that we've got it done or almost done, we'll just be able to do the documentation as we go along instead of having to do it in this big sort of like go. So if we... The last thing to do was just go through the classes, make sure the methods are capitalized and commented. That's literally it. So insert a blog post. Happy with that. So literally constructor, not gonna comment that. Should I put, now there's examples of how to call it on the documentation. So get all the blog posts, that's fine. And the standard I want to use is capitalize the comment. I've always been in too much of capitalize it or not capitalize it. For a long time I didn't, but I'm going to switch to capitalizing it. Okay, so that's that one done. Comments, this will be a bit bigger. Set the max number of child comments. Get the max number of child comments. Child comment levels. Max number of child comment levels. Load all comments for a post. For a specific post. And get all comments for a specific post. Load all comments from the database for a specific post. Get all comments for a specific post. Should be able to just copy this for the rest of the the next three methods. Get all comments for a specific user. For a specific, it's a comment next. If it's parent ID, it's going to be comment. Get comment based on comment ID. Get number of comments for post. Insert comment into database. I'm going to say edit / update comment in database. Check if the comment has been liked. So good. It's already been commented. Like a comment. Like comment. Like a comment. Dislike a comment. And now counts how many times. It's already commented. Big one's going to be the user one, but I think a bit of that might already be commented. So config. This is just going to be get. What would this be? Get configuration. That's what I'm going to say. Oh damn it, I keep saying pressing Command D instead of Command S for saving. I was doing duplicate. Check if cookie exists. Check if a cookie exists. Get a cookie's data. Set a cookie delete a cookie. Okay, so now in DB, quite a bit of this is already commented, so get the static, this is a static class I believe, yeah, get the static, it's a singleton, sorry, get the singleton instance of this class. Yep, I'm happy with, oh, actually now for this commenting I really should also put what it is, so if I put something like run a raw SQL query, and for this it's going to be run a defined action. Obviously these provide less flexibility, but they allow you to repeat certain actions that are very common. Instead of having to write out the entire query again and again, it just allows you to do quick, easy actions. And very rarely you'll have to do the entire query one, because action will probably suffice. Get is essentially just an action, as you can see, it's literally calling the action method. So this is going to be get select data call, get the ID of the last insert into the database, and this is delete a post, no, delete a row. Now for this one, insert a row into, I'm going to say into the database, so we're dealing with the DB class anyway. Update a row, get the data from the last successful database call, get the first item from the data, get any errors, get the count of the number of rows retrieved. Save that. Now in email, should only be one method, so send email, pretty simple one. And now in error, it's going to be like add an error onto the error array, get all errors, check if check if the push was the check if the desired function is successful, aka 0. No, actually, not necessarily 0 errors, not necessarily. Okay, so this is set from the other class because it depends on the condition. You could potentially still have an error and have it pass, or not have an error and still not have it pass. It depends on what the class wants it to do. Okay, so we've already commented a lot of this class, so let's just go through it. And make sure everything's capitalized, and yeah, just capitalize it and make sure there aren't any methods that aren't commented. Okay, like a question. Dislike a question is coming up after this. Dislike a question. And now we're just doing counting. Count. Count. Okay, favorites a question for the user, and now check if the question now in hash. Okay, make a hash, make a salt, make a SHA-256 hash, make a unique ID, make a unique ID SHA-256 hash, and now in input it's gonna put check if any input has occurred. Get input. Get input. Get any input data. Miscellaneous. I want to try something. Lorem. Now I think Sublime. I'll show you this. Somebody commented on one of the videos and said if you type in, it wasn't on this series, but if you type in lorem into Sublime, press tab, it puts the lorem ipsum paragraph, which is awesome. But that doesn't really solve the issue that this was trying to solve. But that was pretty cool. Didn't know that. That was really nice. Sublime is an amazing text editor. I always sing these praises. Just go download it. Even if you're not a developer and for some reason you're watching this, go and download Sublime. Seriously, it's just a good text editor, and it just works well. I've got it in my backpack. I've got a hard drive, external hard drive, and I've got a few portable applications on there. OBS is one of them, and Sublime is another. Sublime, it just has to be there because sometimes I'm at a place where I'm not using my own computer and it doesn't have Sublime. It's like, nah. And they have Notepad++. I used to use Notepad++ so much. I can't believe I used to use that so much. I just can't. Sort this out. So, update. No. Change website title that appears in the tab. Change website title. Generate a single lorem ipsum paragraph. Generate a long lorem ipsum passage. Okay, so path, there should be a couple of methods in here. Add the root of the website. Add the root of the website so the location starts with the location of the public folder, and 2, and this is the same. Depending on which type of method you want to use, just based on the name. Recaptcha, check if the recaptcha was successful, and now in redirect the user to a page/view. Now in session, we're nearing the behemoth soon. User, check if a session exists, set a session, create a session, get data for a session, delete a session, flash message to store message in a session to be retrieved from a different page. Okay, now in time, convert epoch time, that's fine, convert unit of time. Yep, that's already all commented. Token, and this is generate a MD5, a unique ID MD5 encrypted token. Check if token matches created token. User, okay, so let's see what we got. A lot of stuff in here. So update the user's details, create a new user, get information for a user. Probably this could be abstracted because I know we use that in a few different places, checking if what we passed in, if it is numeric, then it's an ID. If it's an email address type, then it's an email address, otherwise it's a username. And find get user, get information for a user based on email. I think this is just some legacy code, but still be used, so leave it for now. More little stuff will get updated, moved, added as we progress. Check if password matches password in database. Log the user in. Log the user in without any validation. This is done for stuff like, I believe, like the social part, because if they've already logged in by the social, we've done all the stuff, we don't need to check that stuff because the social part has done that. Check if activation code matches the user's activation code. Check if the reset code matches the users. Reset code. Check if the user has activated their account. Activate user account. Check if the user exists. Log the user out. Get user information / data. Check if the user is logged in. Check if the user has used social login. Check if the password salt still exists. Create password for resetting a user's password. Clear the remove the password reset salt from the database. Clear almost makes it sound like cleaning the entire table. That's not what it is. Log the user in using social media. Get the social media hybrid auth plugin object. Checks the user is an admin, and that's it for this class. Now invalidate. Check if items match validation criteria. Check if data is a minimum length. Check if data is a maximum length. I'm gonna check data's minimum length, check data's maximum length. Check if two pieces of data match each other, value and type, because if you just do double equals, that's just matches it for the actual value. So if you were to do 5 double equals 5 the character 5 or the string 5, they're still the same according to double equals, whereas triple equals has to match the same data type. So if it's not the same data type, it's like, nah, forget it. If it's the same data type, only then it's like it could be the same data. Check if the data is unique. Check if the data already exists. Check if the value already exists in the database. Check if two pieces. Check if two values. Check if two values match each other. check values, value, and check if the value, that's what we should do. Basically just the same thing, it's just reversed. So check if value already exists in the database, check if value does not exist, in the database. Email, check if the value is an email, check if the value is a URL, check if the value is a number. Save that, and now if we go to, yeah, that's it. I just want to check the time now, so it's only been 26 minutes. Happy with that. So what I'll be doing is pushing that, and that will probably be beta now. Yeah, I'll probably mark it as beta because it's got the documentation, it's been commented, very happy with that. And we can start working onto like the next task. So this is literally done. Now it's been a long time coming, but it's finally done. So testing, create test will be good to accompany the documentation. Create tests. We already have the tests, I believe. Examples. Yeah, we got these as tests. So we can remove this. Okay, test if libraries can easily be removed. I'm pretty sure they can't, so we're gonna have to sort that out. And okay, before we get onto that, I need to go for a piss. And then we go and sort that out, and then we'll get back and check if libraries can easily be removed. Like I said, probably won't be able to, so we're gonna have to sort that stuff out. Okay, so I am back and let's continue with testing if libraries can be blah blah blah. Before we do that, let's commit the code, do beta release, and then we'll get onto that. Definitely want to commit code before we start messing with stuff. So let's go to applications, XAMPP, go to htdocs, and in here copy all of that and go to documents, GitHub, PHP Web Framework, and in code remove all of this. Okay, so 39 uncommitted changes, blah 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 blah. Okay, so it looks like it's got the latest stuff. Okay then. So day 28. End of documentation. I'm going to put part A just in case there is, well, second part, something seconds from it, in case we have some reasonable progress with this. Documentation spelled correctly, and it was comment in classes and capitalizing methods. Commit, sync my boy. So done now, and now in GitHub I'm gonna do a new release, and for this, draft a new release. Yeah, I guess this will still technically be a pre-release. No, actually no, it's a beta, so I'm happy with this one being used. Even though it's beta, I'm happy with it being used. I don't know what we'll mark as the full release. Is there anything that we put here? I think probably after I've used it in one website, I'm going to mark it as a release, which I should be using it very soon. So I'll mark it as like a full version 1, but it's good enough to use. The beta version is at the moment. So draft, new release. So version 1.0 beta. And for the title, I'll just do this. I think there might have been the odd bug fix. So we've done documentation now added onto GitHub. Examples now available. Minor bug fixes. And I'm gonna say, though this release is marked as beta, it is okay to use in live websites. So now if we publish release, pretty darn cool. Okie dokie, so yeah, we can get on to checking if can remove if libraries can easily be removed. So if we go to the folder here, so I'm gonna whack this here. So we are in, now we don't want to go to the GitHub page section, we want to go to the actual local host on XAMPP. So on PHP Web Framework, we've got libraries, for example. What would happen if I were to get rid of Google recaptcha? I just want to see what would happen. So can I just, boom, get rid of it? What would happen? It breaks. So we need to fix that. So in libraries, it is in the file core init. Core, is that the one? No, I don't believe so. It's core init in here. Okie dokie. Why did we include in here? I'm just trying to think. Was it necessary to include in here? I can't remember. Oh, don't mess around with hybrid off, that's fine. So if I go to register, so that's moaning because blah blah blah. But what happens if I do this? No. It requires it to be in here. Let's have a look at the configuration files. Config, website config, security, Google recaptcha. And for this, I'm going to put, I know I've got the secret key here. This one I don't actually care. It's just a test one if anybody has it. I'm going to say enabled. So enabled, true. So in, so go back to, so go back to where was I? In it. So I'm going to enclose this in if. So I need to get the config. If I'm going to put this here, I'll put it here. If this is, what was it? Google recaptcha, I believe it was spelled the recaptcha way. So if I go to, so it's security, Google recaptcha. Again, let's just start wherever we see we're using method. Let's actually, I'll sort that out after. Make sure this actually works. Is this how we use it again? So remember cookie name. Remember cookie name. I believe I need to do / enabled, is it? Or ... enabled? enabled. No such file or directory on line 29. Yeah, this is the one that's messing up. So actually, what happens if I were to go to the security and put in false? Like so. I think some comments didn't get copied over. That'll get copied over. So if I do false, and if I go back to init, why can I do it the other way? Can I just put enable here? I think I prefer this way actually, because you're getting the enabled piece of data from the Google recaptcha. So, and if we go to register, it's obviously gonna mess up because it's saying, because we're actually trying to use the recaptcha stuff. So if we were to go to the actual registration page where we're trying to use it, and instead of trying to use Google recaptcha, if we were to recaptcha, so if I were to comment all of this out, comment this out, and comment this out, I think that should be fine. If I were to refresh now, 104, I commented out this. Actually, instead, I'll just assign it to something else like 0, refresh, boom. It technically still works, and somehow still able to get the recaptcha. Why was it able to display the recaptcha when technically the code isn't there? So let's have a look. So we display it in here. We get in the key G recaptcha. And on top of that, if I were to go to security and this is set to false, so why is this still appearing here? So what happens if I were to try and set? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pop up .com .zom register. Register call to function line 54. Register line 54. And it is that's fine. It's mainly about the recaptcha, but why is the recaptcha showing? Because I'm guessing if I were to get rid of this, as it doesn't show. But why does it show now? Where is it getting this class from? Where is it getting any of this? Spaghetti. Maybe in. So I'll make sure this is all undone. Maybe it's in users. It's in the header, maybe. Either that or libs to include, files to include. So let's comment this out for now. This is saying in classes, it's having an issue now with the recaptcha class online 17. Yeah, because it don't exist. So I'm gonna go to the init, literally get all of this and put that, go to security, no, not in here, it needs to be in the recaptcha section. So in here, doesn't really matter if the other ones are required or not. We obviously need one of them. Recaptcha line 9 now. It's saying sonar config. Okay, yeah, technically it's within the sonar namespace, so I don't need that. Register line 6. Yeah, I know we can't find it in here. That's fine. We'll set that to null for refresh. But where the hell is it getting this from? That's what I really want to know. So, is there any CSO? There are CSS files. What files do we have? Gstatic. This is a script file. So that's it right there. Could it be something to do with Bootstrap? Let me have a look at the, what's it called? The files to include, libs to include. We enable Bootstrap. I'm actually going to disable Bootstrap. Yeah, it still appears, okay. Okay. The recaptcha thing there, let's see what happens if I remove that. Yeah, it's based on this. So if we put this essentially around here, so this will prevent this from being boom. And now if we were to go to the security, if we were to enable this, okay, we get some issues now. So line 29 on init, it is saying it's moaning about it because it technically doesn't exist, and now it does. Just make sure it's still working. So I'm going to go to, that's the sort of thing we want to be able to do. We want to be able to, so PHP myadmin, just, you know, get rid of libraries, because if people don't want them, I don't think this one's that big. I know hybrid auth is a reasonable size. I think that's the majority of the size of the framework. So that's 1.1 meg. So the framework as it stands is 1.9 meg. So if you don't want hybrid auth, so if you don't want social login, you just get rid of that. That's, you know, the ideal scenario. You can just drag it out. PHP mailer is over 300 kilobytes, so between them two you've almost got 1.5 megabyte taken away if you remove them. If you don't want mail, if you don't want social login, probably want mail, but maybe you don't, you reduce the framework to a ridiculously small size of that 0.4 meg. So that's what we want to be able to do, just remove libraries. I think those are the only libraries in here are these. So we're just handling all of this stuff now. But yeah, I just want to make sure it's still working. So if I go to users, so if I were to add a new user, let's refresh. Test user, password 123456789, 123456789, email is hello at hello.hello.you. I'm not a robot, no I'm not. Register. Okay, let's have a look, see if it's actually appeared in here. It hasn't been stored. It's saying on line 54 there's a problem. A problem. I know what it is. Because I did this. Because realistically you wouldn't be using the recaptcha stuff. Because if you're trying to use this recaptcha stuff, which technically does not exist, you obviously shouldn't have these files there. You shouldn't be trying to use it. So that's fine. So now let's try it again. So hello, this password is 123456789, 123456789. This is gonna be hello. I'm not a robot. Register. Email address must be a maximum of 32 characters. You must be tripping, boy. More like 1024. A maximum of 32 characters? What drugs are they on? Oh, or 767. Actually, can I change that to... So if I change that, can I change that to 1024? Yeah, apparently I can't. I have to leave it at, but I can change. I can have that one. Maybe it's because it's a unique ID. That's probably why. So 767. That's fine. I'm happy with 767. Better than what it is. So I was gonna say da 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 da. Probably best if I type in the password properly, because I won't be able to put it in. So hello yo.2 should work now. Register, panel I've been registered, browse, I'm here now, and that's all good. So we've got the, actually what time is it? It's been 53 minutes. Okay, that's not too bad, not too bad. And what is the next framework? I might end the video here. The next framework is Hybrid Auth. Ooh, yeah, Hybrid Auth is probably going to be a nasty one. Okay, so we're going to end the video here now. Happy with the progress today. Got all the documentation side done. We've started on the process of being able to test if libraries can be removed, which they can't be, but we'll be probably finish that off in the next day, and then properly implement error pages. Yeah, it's getting there. It is getting there, which is good. Search engine. So what I was thinking when I was putting some of these down. CMS, SSO. This is something I really want. The single sign-on. I can't figure out how to do it. So PHP, SSO. Let's have a look at libraries, because I've seen a few out there. Ideally, I'd rather implement it myself. So, open auth, I've heard of this one as well, is what Twitter uses. It's good enough for Twitter. Get started. And I want to be able to see some PHP code. What else we got? Yeah, I'll have to look more into this. Okay, so yeah, day 28, part 11 of the documentation, which is done now. Thank God. It is all done. Thank you for watching. If you want to contribute to all the code, the documentation, any ideas for the architecture of the framework or any features, feel free, because this is a community project by the community for the community. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment. And as usual, thank you for watching, and I will see you in day 29. Unless you missed that one, then I'll see you in a different day.